coming. I'm not ready yet, but I'm gonna get ready. I have. Okay. This is Kat Mendoza, Jack of all trades, master of none. Welcome to my channel. If you are returning here, you're probably like, what is this girl doing with her life? Like, what the heck? And if you are new, well, great. You are coming into a new phase, a new experience of videos that I'm going to be doing. And just surprising. But in this video, if you click this video because you saw the title, or just because you know me and you think I'm cute and I'm funny and you want to support me, great. Or you are actually interested in the topic, and which I hope that the number 2 is why you're watching this video. In this video, we're gonna be talking about the Total SuperMoon Lunar Eclipse. What? It's what? Yeah, I mean, I'm not an astrologer, okay? I started to like really get into astrology and like get into it, study it more, and now I'm like addicted to it because I'm a Gemini rising sign. We'll talk about that later or another video. But let's talk about this full moon. So usually, you know, when we are talking about full moons, when I focus on full moons, in my events that I do, full moons events every month, check it out. I'll leave everything down below if you're interested. But full moons are just generally about cleansing, change, the past, the old. Everything just comes like this. Emotions, like you just a lot of intense energy, just in a regular every single month, okay, a full moon. But this full moon that is happening on the May 26, 2021. This is a total super moon, okay? That doesn't always happen. So we already are talking about bases that the full moon symbolizes, which is what I always kind of had an idea on. And right now I'm like using a lot of, the research that I have been doing the past 3 weeks since I started to study astrology. And it's so much information. So I need to let it out as a Gemini that I am. This specific solar eclipse, solar full moon eclipse. So we don't, like it's a full moon, okay? And it's an eclipse. So usually when an eclipse happens, it's always in a full moon. And this is a super moon solar eclipse. What does that mean? I mean, I'm working on it. I'm not gonna tell you the scientific ideas of it, or what each planet and which one is the ruler. Like, I'm working on it, but I can't think of it in my head. But I'm not going to just throw out information that I have studied, but I want to really like tune in into my own intuition, because at the end of the day we all have this, and learning the basics. But I am gonna give you in this video my interpretation, what I have seen, not just what I'm going through, because I can tell you what I'm going through, but what I have seen through my studies these past 3 weeks, and what I have seen similar related within the people that I'm studying on. So I'm doing like different studies, different cases, interactions, different charts of people, different signs, and understanding how all of these relates to this full lunar eclipse on the 26th. So on the 26th, this lunar eclipse is going to be in Sagittarius, okay? And like, I'm doing this video earlier just because I want all of us to be aware of this, and when it actually is happening, be able to use, if you choose to, whatever intention or the energy that this full moon brings with the Sagittarius. So when you talk about Sagittarius, we are talking about a fire sign. So all of you Sagittarius, please, if you're watching this video, comment down below if you are Sagittarius or if you are any other sign. I would love to know. Whoever is watching this video, please comment down below your sign, because if you're interested in some type of these kind of videos and you're watching it still at this moment, there's something in your sign out there that I still gotta study that is attracted to all these mystical things. So Sagittarius, full moon eclipse in Sagittarius on the 26th, May 26, 21. This is a fire sign, okay? So this doesn't mean that it only affects the sign that is a Sagittarius. And I may do other videos about different signs and etc. That's my goal. That would be amazing. It's a great idea. But right now, whenever a full moon is in a sign or a new moon is in a specific sign, right? Boom. We are gonna be in Sagittarius right now. And the opposite of Sagittarius is going to be Gemini, okay? So you're gonna have the polarities of Gemini and Sagittarius. Today is the 16th. Yeah, the 16th, May 16, Sunday 16. Right now, actually, 2 days ago, so on the 14th, Friday 14 is when Mercury started to pass by Gemini. So right now, it's still crossing the path with Gemini. The whole idea is that by the 26th, Mercury is going to be in Sagittarius, which is the polarity and the opposite of Gemini. So what the fuck it is all of this means, okay? Let me, I know, that's how I feel. It's like I have so much information and it's like I just needed to express it and talk. And of course, loving to share information with you guys, and it just helps me a lot. Whenever you talk about a Gemini, it's expression, communication. And Mercury, which we're talking about Mercury, which because the full moon is gonna be Mercury in eclipse. Mercury is the planet of communication. So that's why a lot of times if you think about when you hear people, crazy people, or everybody blames it on it, it's like, oh, Mercury is retrograde. Mercury retrograde. That's why the internet, all these things are just like, you know, fucked up. Like that thing is working out, or like you lost the thing that you saved, or whatever it is, the computer, the internet, weird stuff like that happen. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, whatever. Yes. Why? Because it's a whole planet going backwards than where it's supposed to go. And right now that this Mercury, so think about Mercury backward, that's why it's a retrograde. And Mercury is the planet of communication. And it's going through Gemini. Gemini is a sign of communication. Gemini, okay? The two little twins. The ones that talk a lot. They are known, I like to call them, and what people like to call them, like the chatty. That's my chatty friend. That's me. I'm a totally Gemini. Talk a lot. People that talk a lot to say, nowhere to go sometimes, but a lot to express. It's very, you know, I have a Gemini moon and it's very important for me to express. So going back, if this makes sense, please let me know down below. I'm putting it, this is the first time that I'm expressing it. So you have a planet, which is Mercury retrograde, right? In the 26th. Right now we're not there yet, but right now Mercury is going through Gemini, which is the opposite of Sagittarius, where the full moon will be on the 26th. You see how fast that happened? So what does that mean? Mercury being the planet of communication, expression, and this is for all of us, going through a sign that is also about communication. But now this communication planet, Mercury, is going backwards. So if it's going regularly, oh, there's communication, and then Gemini, more communication, everything goes flows. Right now, it's like, oh, Mercury, the communication strong planet, Gemini, the strong communication sign, backwards is a there may feel, and you can tell me how this is correct or not. You may experience, you know, with you people that, you know, your friends, your family, loved ones, whatever. It's kind of like things don't get to them, or you don't know how to express yourself. Mostly if you have Gemini in yourself, it's like you have all these things and it's like so hard to like express or say or put into words. And this is even before talking about just a Mercury retrograde and where the internet and all that stuff is getting messed up. This is just about the communication, just because it's going through Gemini sign. So after going through that Gemini sign, which started about in the 14th of this month of May, we're going through that. And it's just all it means, you know, depending on your sign, depending on all your signs, depending on, you know, we actually have 3 big important signs. Your moon, we have the moon when you know your date of birth, but that's not it. I found that out not too long ago. You have your rising, and then you have your moon. Your moon is all the subconscious, all the emotions. And then every single of those signs are ruled by a planet. But I don't want to get into all of that right now. So going back, I'm doing really good, really staying focused. So you may feel the communication doesn't get there. The text all of a sudden is not sending. You don't know how to express yourself. And this is a time where, yeah, you may feel like you want to say a lot of things and you just don't know how to say it. And maybe it's best that you don't say it yet, or don't make any actions, or don't make any decisions at this moment. Just kind of like sit back, relax, analyze, write, journal, really think about what's going through your mind. Because what's happening now when we move back into the 26th, which is the full moon in Sagittarius, and a total eclipse, a super moon total eclipse. What's gonna actually happen when we move back into the 26th? Now it's all about Sagittarius, okay? We already are going through this period of the communication is going to be a little shifted. Maybe keep it to yourself, maybe write it down, really like stay here before reacting or saying something to somebody that may cause, you know, right now it's not a time to make those decisions or to say those things. Because things will be changing and shifting. Now, finally going back to I really wanted to touch bases about the Gemini, crossing through Gemini, just because I'm a Gemini and I relate to the chattiness, and that's why I felt like I needed to make this video. Like, you have no idea how much I try to do so many other things not to be here, but I feel better now. I just needed to express, because that is my moon, and I need to express and say what I feel. And right now I want to just channel any information that is meant to be said through this video. So the 26th, Sagittarius. Now let's think about Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a fire sign. Fire, fuego. Think about fire, fuego. Like Sagittarius is actually like sounds like a really cool, interesting sign that I'm still not a pro in it, but I'm studying a little bit of everything. And just give me a second. But so what's gonna be happening right now with this energy? Because we're gonna have that energy, like that I said, like the Gemini, right? The chatty Gemini, the maybe like having problems communicating with people or misunderstanding. What can happen now with communication and the deepest mysterious and unseen truth, or this mysterious aspect of yourself, of the world. So now we are combining this Mercury and this Neptune. It's not that we're still in Mercury retrograde. The only thing that's happening right now is that Mercury retrograde is going to be in Sagittarius, which is the opposite of the communication in Gemini. So since it's going to be in Sagittarius, in the fire sign, so now we have a connection with the communication ruler, the communication ruler of Mercury, and the ruler of the deepest wells and like aspects of our life, and all the mystic and unseen parts of ourselves. That's like crazy. So now, how can I put this into words? Right now, anything can happen, like anytime. But this full moon eclipse, like any full moon, I see it has a time to just shred, to cleanse, to release, to make new goals, to just like let shit go, let it go, just like completely let go. And you may feel like with all of these energies going on, these two different completely energies, these opposites, these polarities, you may feel confusion, you may feel like, you know, like you are not able to express yourself, or the freedom or the truth, any thought beliefs, any like belief system that you may have had. And this is totally happening to me. It's like, what? It's like you're able to see things right now in a different, completely perspective. And I really hope you're not judging yourself when you're finding out that you've been acting up, or just kind of like realizing new areas of yourself. And it's because you're growing, and that's what we're meant to do, right? We grow, we transform, we change. So Sagittarius energy is going to be showing us that mysterious side of ourselves, that unseen, maybe that we have been neglecting, maybe that we have not been wanting to work on, depending on your sign, and a lot of other things in the chart. But just remind yourself to use all this intense energy. If I can leave you, I want to just kind of like closing down, to just giving you a little advice. If, with all this energy right now, with all this energy that is very intense, I don't know if you're feeling it. Please let me know if you are. If not, I'm gonna still feel alone, because I am going through some fucking like, I'm feeling a lot. Like 5 minutes before the video, I was crying in the bathroom, and now like I feel great, and then I'm like, I want to do a video. So it's like just a roller coaster of emotions, and we want to focus all that energy in manifesting something new. So remember, a full moon is about cleansing, about something new that's coming. But how can you get something new? You must make space for that something new. I've been cleaning my house for like the past 3 days, and it feels so good. Like I had stuff that I'm like, why? You know, and it makes a difference. It makes a difference. It's your space. And I still gotta finish the rabbit hole, my studio. That one is about to work. But it's time for you to sit down, and it's gonna be, you may find it, depending on what your sign is, that it's really hard to just stay still and see it and do something, and just like write or do music or whatever it is. But this is your time where you want to be creative, where you want to write your goals, and you want to be specific in your goals, because this energy right now is like this. But if you are just going and you don't put a set intention to deal with those emotions, to feel it, use the pain or those changes, you know, breakups, things that are happening to all of us in different ways. Use that as an art, whatever you can find into like releasing it as an art. And the confusion and everything, letting go of the attachment to a person, to an idea. Things are changing right now. It's like a whole different shift that's gonna be happening by the end of this month of May, going through June. And my intention and my goal and my advice for you and for myself that I'm working on is make a whole list of your intentions. What do you really want? because if we don't really have an intention and we're just going with the flow, which is good, but we can go with the flow with intention. But in this energy, if you don't set yourself grounded into good, like setting some nice goals, like you're gonna just go back in the same circle, in the same cycle, which is fine. You know, we do it a lot of times, but becoming more conscious, and that's why I'm sharing this, because I'm learning all of this, and that thing is so cool. Use this energy has like a spiritual way of like creating, like writing, like what do I want exactly, be specific, and let that energy, this intense energy, because it's this energy too, this Sagittarius, like Mercury retrograde Sagittarius is a very fast energy. It's like it's fire. It's like get it done. So get it done, you know. So use that energy that may feel like get out of your head, because that also, whenever we have a fire strong energy, our heads are crazy. But depending on what your sign is, you know. If you're a Libra, you're gonna just stay here balancing this, before this thought, and then this thought, and then this thought. Oh boy, it's been 5 years and I haven't made a decision, because you are constantly just balancing and checking the pros and the cons. Just right now, you already thought it for 5 years. Make it, take action, do it, make it happen, you know. But again, like I said, not just go and take action right now. Like you want to buy the house, don't buy the house on the 26th. Right now, that's what I'm doing it earlier. Right now is when you want to sit down, you like really write your intentions for your life, for your goals. You know, what are the things that you want to change, if there's any. I mean, how can you like master yourself, or master something that it needs to be mastered in order for you to continue to move forward? What do you want to create? And that's it. Just write it down. Think about it. Manifest it when you're here. But don't make the action yet until the period of this full moon in Sagittarius is over, which is going to be back in June 22nd. So we have a long period. Right now you're good. Right now you're good, right? Right now is when you're gonna, you know, just express yourself, but be careful how you express yourself, or, you know, because things may come out, people may understand it differently because of the Gemini situation that I told you about earlier. Right now, kind of like be a hermit in a way, right? This is where you want to start to build those ideas of creations. And if they are ready before the 26th, great. But if not, do not do anything with them. Keep them there, save them in a folder, move on, relax. Take the time of from the 5/26 to 6/22 to relax, to analyze, to see, you know, to see what is gonna needs change, and kind of like breathe. Do your like kind of come more to your center, whatever that is. Do yoga, meditate, music, art, paint, whatever brings you back into your heart, because this energy is gonna have us all going crazy in our heads, and you don't want to stay there, not at these times, because it's gonna drive us crazy. And it's just noise. Remember, everything, all this is noise. Let's go back into our heart, into our center. Taking a deep breath in. What do I want to create new? What am I releasing this full moon? What must go that I've been trying to go forever? Try again. That is the only way that you are going to be able to create something new, by releasing the old, making space. But right now, think about it. Don't think about it too much. Write it, make a plan. Be the observer of life. Go through it. And you can, and if you do your part, if you do your work, because of the energies that are happening, once that full moon in Sagittarius, the period in June 22nd, it's over. is gonna give you that push. So if you have already made a plan, reading that story or the book or whatever, don't publish it yet, but on June 22nd, let everything out. Those new ideas, those new creations, those whatever it is. Because now it's a period of thinking, meditating, being with yourself, channeling. A lot of destruction may be feeling going, you may feel like a lot of things are falling apart, or like starting from like the way, like your belief systems. You are like having kind of like a lot of like aha moments, and you're like, how come I never saw it that way? Please let me know if that feels correct with you, because I've been having so many. It's like, how come I didn't see that before? Like, what? So right now it's like a period of just like healing, seeing and rethinking things. What I want to be different, what I need to release. Right now we're gonna be releasing, we're gonna be healing, so then we can create something better. And don't get stuck thinking about all the things that are collapsing in your life. I made a post on my Instagram, if you follow me, about everything that I'm basically saying, right into a post. It's more specific, and I'll put it down below here too. First, you want to write down your intentions, okay? You don't want to go and do them right now. You want to write down your intentions. You want to like pray, manifest on them. You want to just adore. You want to be like, okay, this didn't work out. What could I do? What do I want? Be specific. And then the other thing that you have to do is do not focus on what's not working out in your life. Don't give that energy to what is collapsing. Whatever is collapsing, things are gonna collapse. It's life, okay? Whatever is collapsing, just let it collapse. Let go of the control freak. It's going to collapse. It has been collapsing. It has been collapsing. So now this energy right now is kind of telling you like, boom, like you're seeing things more clearly. And when something collapses, that doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. Things that are breaking, it means that now you just are able to clear that. And now focus on what do I want to create instead of that. Everything always collapse. Okay, I gotta do some cleaning. I'm gonna be doing some cleaning in this full moon. And when I do that cleaning, what do I want to be replaced? What do I want there instead? And that's when the whole thing comes in. So use your energy, because your energy is going to take you crazy in the head, this energy. But don't let the polarity of Gemini from Sagittarius to go crazy in the head. Come back to your center, whatever way that is for you. Yoga, singing, meditation, writing. Get out of your head. Nothing is real in your head right now. Don't believe everything that your head is telling you. Instead, use that energy, whatever energy is, to focus on what you want to create, to cleanse, to make space, and to see that everything that is falling apart is just simply time for it to fall apart. Because you now have the opportunity to create something a little more beautiful from the teachings that you have teach yourself through experience. The question is, did you learn the lesson yet? It's okay if not. But how many times you want to keep doing it? Right now is a great time to let it go. The whole universe is conspiring, holding space with a super moon lunar eclipse. Very intense energy, very fast moving. Master your creativity. This energy brings recognition. So mostly if you are a Sagittarius and you have been doing a lot of work, you may, it's like, again, like not even if you are just a Sagittarius, but if you have Sagittarius in you, but this energy, whatever work that you put in this time, it's gonna bring some recognition after this full eclipse, this full moon is over. Again, I'm gonna say it again. I'll leave everything down below. In June 22nd, your will be paid off. Your work is gonna be paid off. You just have to do it. You have to just stay intention strong. Write it down and do it. And that's all I got for you guys. Please, 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 I really will appreciate for you guys to leave me down below if this connected, or if you think I'm just crazy. What's your sign? Tell me your sign, and if you know your moon sign, and your rising sign, your sun sign, great. And if you don't, just share with me your sun sign, and let me know if you want me to help you out and just find out what your other two signs are, just for fun. Please, 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 I really want to hear some feedback on this. Let's go crazy in this full moon eclipse. And for the people that are coming to the full moon event, the Women's Circle event, I can't wait to see you guys. Thank you so much. I'm holding space for all of us. It's a tough one, intense. Destruction brings a new creation. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment down below, like, share. And if you have a specific topic you want me to talk about in the next video, please tell me. Whenever I get to it, I will. But I'm getting into astrology, so you can expect more of that. I appreciate you. I honor you. You're doing okay. You're doing great. We're doing okay. Okay? Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye-bye. Jack of all trades, but master of none. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.